Please share with us your name, current occupation, and your commitment/passion for serving the community.
I'm Vicky Coffee, and I'm the Director of Programs with the Hogg Foundation for Mental Health. And my commitment and passion for serving our community is to really recognize that we are a community that's healing and a community that needs to make sure that we keep in mind our mental health state. And so my primary focus and my commitment has been around supporting communities of color and making sure that we get what we need so we can be mentally well.
Please share with the community how your work and the work of your office has really had an impact on those you and your team serve.
I think the biggest thing the Hogg Foundation has done and the impact that I believe that we make is we're a funder. And so rather than providing services to communities, the people that we serve are the organizations that serve the community. And so I've been really blessed to have the opportunity to be in a position where I can help direct funding to make sure that communities of color not only get the attention that they need, but get the money and the funding that they need in order to support the great work that they're doing.
Please share with the community what your Legacy Award means to you, awarded by the African American Youth Harvest Foundation at the Changing the Story Gala celebration, with Martin Luther King III as a keynote, along with the Texas Legislative Black Caucus and the Texas State NAACP office.
First, what it means to me is it's an honor. It's an honor to be recognized for the work that I've spent so many years doing. And secondly, it's not so much about me, right? I really think it's about the work that's being done in the community and having the opportunity to be seen. And I think as people of color, oftentimes we sit in spaces where we feel like we're not seen. A lot of times we're the only one there and the only one that's singing the tune for our community and carrying the torch. And so what this award says to me is that we see you and we recognize the work that you're doing. But even bigger than that, it says that we recognize the work that the community is doing. And we recognize that in order for us to help us all be mentally well, it's going to take more than one organization. It's going to take AAYHF. It's going to take Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s son. It's going to take all the people, the Texas Legislative Black Caucus. It takes all of us to make sure that we are well and healthy and that we are able to provide a community where people can thrive and be well.
Please share with the community your thoughts on the African American Youth Harvest Foundation bringing in Martin Luther King III to the community to keynote these three events: the statewide youth summit, the VIP brunch, and the Changing the Story Legacy Awards Gala.
So all three of those events are amazing ways for us to recognize our people and to celebrate as a community. Oftentimes we come together in tragedy and we come together when things are not well, but this is an opportunity for us to get together. Our young people can come together, talk about issues and things that they're facing, but also just to celebrate their success, celebrate that they're still here, and celebrate that there are so many things coming forward in their futures that they can look forward to. I also think the brunch is really nice. It's an opportunity for community members and other leaders to come together and to just recognize one another, be in a space where you feel seen and heard and valued for the work that you do. And then lastly, the gala is very exciting to me. Again, it's an opportunity for us as a community, a broader community, to come together and recognize the strength and the resilience in the Austin and Central Texas community with a leader who is he's historic. And so for him to take time out of his busy schedule to come and visit us in Austin, that is a real blessing and just a value that we're able to have space with him and time with him, and that he's recognizing that we have value too.
Please share your thoughts on the importance of the services that African American Youth Harvest brings to the community, along with 25 Black social service nonprofits under one roof. And now the first nonprofit to be awarded a trauma recovery center in the state of Texas.
There are so many things about this question that excite me the most. First of all, I think it's an opportunity for us to celebrate and recognize the hard work of Michael and Elaine Lofton. They have worked tirelessly in this community, and so as they are reaching out to celebrate other leaders in the community, we have to pause and have the opportunity to celebrate them. The work that they do is amazing, and it is so focused on a community that oftentimes gets overlooked. Our percentage of Black people in the Austin community is very small, but that doesn't mean that our needs don't exist. And so to have a space that occupies 25 organizations that focus on just wellness for people of color and for Black people, to me that's an amazing thing and that's awesome. Again, it's a place, I'm really big on this feeling seen, and I know there's been a lot of work lately around belonging. And so to have a place where I feel that we belong, one stop, you can come in and you can get all your needs met in one place. And with Austin traffic, who doesn't want to go to one place and get their needs met? And then lastly, the thing that excites me the most is the trauma center. Working in the space of mental health, I've recognized the need and the impact that people have had based on the trauma that they've experienced. And so to have the one center that's in Texas, that AAYHF being the first place to create this trauma center is huge. In addition to trauma, it's important that we prioritize wellness and that we look at those things that create trauma. And so for us to look at it from a preventative lens, but then if we don't have the opportunity to prevent trauma, to have the space where people can go and get the help that they need in order to heal and be well. That's huge.
Would you recommend the community to attend the statewide Youth Summit and the Changing the Story Legacy Award Gala?
Absolutely. Everybody should attend this event. If you don't attend, you're missing out. There are going to be some great leaders in this space and all the different opportunities that are going to be held during this great weekend. And so pick one if you have to. If you have to pick one, pick one. But if you can attend all three, it would benefit you and it would benefit us as well to have your support and your presence.